Hey guys, welcome to part 4 of Let's Play Dark Souls. Last time we killed the gargoyles, and in this episodes we're gonna make our way to the next area and kill the next boss. We need to do a little bit of backtracking, so I'm just fast forwarding through this area through the Undead Burg. We're gonna want to head back to the bonfire and then head up the ladder. And a couple episodes ago, we actually got a key to a door that we couldn't unlock before. However, now we can. This was actually the key we found by the gate that was after the boar. On the opposite side of the gate, we found the key to this door. Whenever you run up here, the dragon will come back. And so you're basically guaranteed to get hit at least once. There's a chance you won't get hit a second time. However, I do get hit. You'll probably survive, though, after getting hit twice, as long as you have full health. So now we can use that key and come down here. This is Lower Undead Burg. And the first thing you're going to want to do once you get down here is take a right, and there's going to be some stairs. And this actually leads up right back up to where we were just at. And so this is another door. Whenever you tried to open it, it would say, cannot open from this side. But now we can open it, and now we have a shortcut, so you don't have to run all the way around anymore. You will want to kill the couple enemies in there. Otherwise, they will chase after you. There's actually another enemy that came after me, but he was a little late. There are some dogs here, so what I like to do is just sort of lure them onto the steps and then back off. You can actually lure them into that fire right there, and that's another way to kill them. Over here, there's actually a trapped NPC. This is actually Griggs of Vinheim. The master key will not work on this door. You have to buy this key from the undead merchant. Or kill him, like we did. We got that in the first episode, I believe. So this guy will head back to Firelink after you free him, and he will teach you sorcery. You can also pick up the sorcerer's set and a catalyst in case you want to learn sorcery. If you start as the sorcerer, you definitely 100% want to free this guy. If you are not going to be a sorcerer, there isn't much use to freeing him, though. Well, actually, if you're going to be a pyromancer, you also want to free him. So if you're a sorcerer or a pyromancer, you'll want to free him. Because he only sells sorceries, but he sells 2 rings, and those rings benefit both pyromancy and sorcery. So that's basically why you'll definitely want to buy the ring. Down here, there's actually an ambush if you go a little bit further, and the enemies come out of these doors. However, if you do a jumping attack at the right position, you can actually kill them before the ambush actually happens, or at least heavily damage them. Once you hit them once, you usually can't hit them again if they survive. You might be able to if you have a bigger weapon, but normally you can't. This guy actually tries to parry me, and so I was finally able to show off the jumping attack and how they can't parry it. As you can see, it just instantly killed him, even though he was trying to parry me. So, just showing you, you don't actually have to just not attack when they do that. You want to walk up here, but then stop shortly, because a dog will come running after you, and there's going to be another ambush. This one, there's no tricks to kill any of them early, so I usually like to just use black firebombs, or just regular firebombs usually do the trick. And just use that so that I don't have to get close. I didn't realize that the second firebomb had hit both of them, and so I end up wasting another one. It doesn't really matter though, because we're never going to need firebombs again. So there's another dog, so kill him, and then that's all the enemies for now. And there you get the thief set, which you start with if you pick the thief. And there's just another soul. Up ahead is the boss, but you don't actually want to fight him yet. What you want to do is take a right down these stairs. And down here there's going to be an enemy hiding right here. And another enemy. And we're actually going to be able to unlock another shortcut up here shortly. Which is why you don't want to fight the boss yet. That way, if you die, you don't have to run all the way back through all those enemies. You can just run through here. I see a lot of players make the mistake of just fighting the boss immediately and then dying. And then they have to run through the whole thing again. Anyway, this is the sewer system that links Firelink Shrine to Undeadburg, if you remember us going through there. We actually went through here at the beginning of the episode. And so now you can just unlock that, and it's actually usually better to rest at the Firelink bonfire than the one that we're currently rested at. Down here is another merchant. I don't think she actually has a name. It might just be the female undead merchant. I'm not sure. But she does sell some pretty useful items. She sells purple moss clumps, blooming purple moss clumps. They will be useful shortly. In a little bit, we're going to get to Blighttown. There's a lot of poison down there, so having some poison cures is usually a little helpful. She also sells Homeward Bones, another really useful item. We'll probably be buying a lot of those later on. Once we just have a lot of souls to just get rid of, we'll just buy some. And she also sells a Purging Stone, which cures curses, and we'll be able to get cursed shortly, so... But for now... Here is the Kappa demon, and this boss is going to come at you full force. So what you're going to want to do is try your best to dodge his first attack and get up these stairs so you can kill these dogs. When I hit that dog, it actually sort of launched me forward, and I actually fell off the stairs. That was really unfortunate. You want to try to just stay up here and kill these two dogs. I heal a little bit too late there. I should have healed as soon as I got up here. But you can go back there, and finally I'm able to kill this second dog. Once you kill both dogs, this boss gets a lot easier. Once you kill both, you can just sort of start to do your usual thing with just sort of strafing him, and then as he attacks, you know, just dodge him and then hit him when you can. The hardest part about this boss is by far the beginning, because he runs up to you with the dog, and so you just want to get back to the stairs as fast as possible. Even I sometimes still die on this boss just because like I end up not dodging the first attack. Usually if you can dodge his first attack, you can usually win, because him alone, he isn't actually that hard. So, anyway, now we get the key to the depths, which there's a door right over here right back here, right there to my right. And we can use that door to go down there and go to the depths. Like I said, you will be able to get cursed in the depths. So, if you buy one Purging Stone, it's like, okay. One of the big things about getting cursed is... There's not a lot of armor that actually gives you curse resistance. We actually don't have any armor that gives us curse resistance yet. And so it is likely that you will get cursed. But anyway, once you get down here, there's going to be some Dregligs. There's actually a lot down here, so you just kind of want to take it slow. Usually the way they'll kill you is if they all start to get near you. There's some with torches, and which I believe they hit a little harder than the other ones, but they're not much different really. I'm also going to start breaking these tables because there's going to be a bigger enemy that we're going to fight up here. And this is a little trick that I've just learned from basically playing this game too much. There's a butcher down here. And if you walk over to this ledge, you'll actually catch her aggro, and so you can lure her up here without having to fight the dog as well. Unfortunately, sometimes she gets stuck and she'll like fall into the water down there. So I end up just having to go down here anyway. Once you get right down here, you can kill this dog. However, normally there's a dog that stands over by her. And if you try to go up to them, you'll end up having to fight both, which is why I like to just do this. I'm able to get her aggro again without aggroing the dog, just because I had already gotten her aggro. So what I try to do is just bring her up here. It's also a she, by the way. I know it doesn't look like a she, but it is. When she does her double-handed attack, it's usually kind of easy to just get a free backstab off. The weapon she holds in her left hand is actually pierces shields. So if you're shielding and she does that attack, it'll still hit you anyway. So you'll want to be careful of that. She can also drop the sack, which is a headpiece. It's not very useful, but it's there. Anyway, once you kill her, the item she was guarding is the large ember, which can be used to upgrade our weapon even further. Down here, you'll see there are some dogs in the water. However, if you stay along the right side of this wall, you actually won't get their aggro, and so you can actually just completely avoid fighting them. They're kind of a pain in the ass to fight down there anyway, just because of all the water. Over here, there's an NPC called Laurentius of the Great Swamp. He is a pyromancer, and so if you are a pyromancer, you definitely want to free him. He is extremely useful for pyromancy. He sells you some new spells, and he can also upgrade your pyromancy glove. And so, this is really where pyromancy and sorcery starts to actually help in the game, I would say. Up to this point, you've just had the basic, sorcerer spell or pyromancer spell. But now with Griggs and Laurentius, they actually start to get useful. There's a shortcut if you go through these boxes, and then there's a spider shield over here. And then there's a giant rat. There's actually another way to get to this room, but this is the better way, basically, because you can do drop attack and kill this rat extremely fast. That spider shield that we picked up actually resists poison, and so it'll actually be useful in the upcoming area because there's a lot of stuff that poisons you. Here we pick up another key that's useless with the master key, so we don't necessarily need it. If you go down this and hold left, basically using that, rolling through those boxes and then holding left on that, you can basically skip the entire depths. And then up here, you'll find a shortcut, which can take you right back to the bonfire. I'm actually going to leave, though, and in the next episode, I'm going to show off the hold depths. But if you want to skip it, you can use that shortcut there, and you can pretty much skip the entire depths. Now that we have the large ember, we can actually upgrade our Uchi Katana some more. It now requires large Titanite shards. However, we can get it up to +8. I'm also going to buy the weaponsmith box, which lets us reinforce weapons at bonfires, and I'm going to buy the repair box just in case we need it. But for now, that's the end of this episode. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.